Humbity diddle dee hidely dido, humbity diddlum diddle dee dido, humbity diddle dee hidely dido, humbity diddlum die. Where are we today, boys and girls?
Greenfield Park.
Greenfield Park, and this is Greenfield
House.
And just look at it. What do you think of that? Just having a wee look.
Spectacular.
It is pretty spectacular, isn't it? Now, when do you think this might have been built?
Well, judging by how it is in early 1900s.
Early 1900s is very close. You're about 6 years off. You need to go 6 years earlier.
1890s.
1892 and 1894. So, what road do we just come off to get here? What's the name of the road that brings you in here?
Don't know.
Tillabuddy
Road.
Tillabuddy Road, that's right. And this house, Greenfield House, is situated between Tillabuddy Road and the Parkway in Alloa. Now, who do you think would have been able to have enough money to build one of these?
Multi-millionaire?
What's that?
A multi-millionaire?
A multi-millionaire. But what did people make a lot of their money out of in Alloa back then?
Trading?
From what?
Slave.
No. What did we dig out the ground here? What were we famous? Coal, that's right. So this is a member of the Patton family. Oh, no, in fact, they didn't dig out the coal. This was the Patton family, so they were the mill owners, in fact. Can you see that shield up there on the wall? Have a wee look at that.
I think it's mistreating it.
Is that a family crest or something, maybe, do you think?
I think so.
I think so. So this was built between 1894 for David Patton Tamson, and it sits within 11 acres of land, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And when you look around, you can just see, look at that, look how beautiful this would have been for your garden. Imagine having this just all to yourself.
Well, who owns the deed to this house now?
Well, now it's just come back into council hands, so I think it's been owned by a variety of companies, and that's how it's fallen into such a state of disrepair. So these railings here are pretty new. Before it just had up a little fence, but now it looks like they've got these camera things here from the police to make sure that nobody's breaking in or anything like that.
What are they going to use this house for?
Well, that's a good question. What do you think they should use it for?
Maybe for housing, like the really important people of different countries, maybe kings and queens, or
Maybe that would be good, wouldn't
rich
it?
entrepreneurs. They could make a guest house like this.
Because it is a very beautiful house, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, just look at it. What do you think, Chloe?
Yeah.
Now, what is it built out of when we're looking at it here?
Brick.
Brick? No, I don't think they're bricks. What kind of stone is it?
Concrete.
Not concrete, no.
Sandstone.
Sandstone, Chloe. There you go. And what colour of sandstone is it? What colour is sandstone normally?
Yellow.
A yellowy colour, but what colour is this one?
Brownish.
Brownish. Well, I think what they actually call this is red snaked.
Yeah.
Red snaked sandstone. So, what are you saying, Chloe?
I've actually got a piece of red snakes in my mineral collection.
Oh, have you got some in your mineral collection?
Yeah.
Now, you used to be able to walk right round here, but I don't think you can do that anymore. If you look, it's kind of been cordoned off here, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we just take a wee look and see what we can see.
Yeah.
Right, so let's have a wee look for the back here. Now, look at those little chimneys. Look at this. How many chimneys can we see?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 chimneys. It must have cost a lot of money to heat this place, mustn't it?
That's for all the heating.
That's for all the heating, because each room would have needed to be heated separately. This was in the days long before gas central heating, yeah.
It seems pretty useless.
It had an attic. Do you know what an attic is?
Yes. A small enclosed space in a house.
A wee bit at the top.
To store or certain things.
That's right, aye. So there's an attic at the top, and it's built with red snaked rubble with a 4-storey entrance and an arched and ionic door piece set back, my word. So from the front it says it was a symmetrical pattern. Now look up there, what's that up there?
Wathol's wins.
Can you read that?
Yeah, Wathol's wins.
I wonder what that means.
What
Wathol's wins.
I'm thinking.
Oh, let's look. So there's some more little carved architecture here. Can we see what these say? Oh, so this tells us the year it was built. Look.
1892.
1892. And then does that mean it was finished in 1894? That's what we were just talking about, wasn't it? And then DS, that will stand for David Patton Tamson. And the other one, I presume, will be for his wife, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah.
So, back in the day, it used to have stained glass windows and high ceilings and all the rest, didn't it?
Yeah.
And wooden panels. And David Patton Tamson, do you know what he was? Do you know what else he was apart from a mill owner?
What?
He was also the Deputy Lieutenant of Alloa, and he was born in 1843. Can you believe that? It was quite a long time ago, wasn't it?
Well, for that era, I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty good age to be alive. Because
No.
most people died by like 40.
Well, that's right, but I think he was quite rich, so he probably lived quite well. He wasn't very cold very often. Now, the company of Mitchell and Sydney were employed to build Greenfield House. And they are most well known for building the Glasgow Royal Infirmary. They were very, very famous architects, and they built lots and lots of stuff all over Scotland. And you can kind of see why when you look at this, can't you?
Yeah, very stylish windows.
It's got very stylish windows. In fact, you can still sort of see some of the stained glass style ones up there, can't you?
Probably a lavish inside decor.
A lavish inside decor. That is a great descriptive word, William. Fantastic. Now, on the 11th of July 1914, what do you think happened to this place?
Did it get bombed?
It didn't get bombed, no, but
Did it burn down?
it burnt down, yes. Now, there's a wee story to go with it because at the time, David Tamson and his wife were in Stirling. And the only people that were here were two fire insurers who were checking it for insurance purposes. When they noticed, what do you think they noticed?
What? The fire?
The fire, yeah. So they quickly ran out and the house was engulfed in the flames in no time at all, coming up from the servants' quarters. And when the firemen came, they struggled to get it under control because there was a lot of trouble with the water pressure. So all the people from the mill came running in and tried to get out all the valuables they could before they were all burnt to the ground.
Thinking of stuff that's really valuable.
Speak up a bit.
Well, I was thinking of stuff that's valuable. I think some of the stuff they set inside that might have survived the fire might have been...
Even more valuable than the house itself, do you think?
Yeah, upward of £10,000.
Well, what happened was soon the fire had got a hold of the roof and the place was burnt to the ground.
Did they have to pay roof tax?
Quite possibly, yeah. Quite possibly, William.
Well, they're not living there to just get some hires and take it off so they don't have to pay taxes. You know?
Yeah.
I guess rich people weren't very smart
So after that,
back then.
obviously the old architects by this point weren't still alive, so a new one called Jameson was employed. And in 1917, Tamson, David Tamson, the owner, died. And his wife lived on in the house until 1956, who then died at the age of 96 and was laid to rest with her husband in Sunnyside Cemetery, just over the back from where we're looking right now. Now, a year later, it was bought by the Alloa Council. Now, if we look here, what does this part of the building look like? Does it look the same, or does it look a lot different?
A lot different. It looks like a council meeting bit.
That's exactly what it was. It was like council offices. It was turned into offices for the council. But saying that, when you look at it, look at the shapes up at the top of the old house. What kind of shapes do those walls go into?
Triangles.
Triangles. Now look at the new building. What is it full of?
Triangles! Wow.
So although they've used new building materials and new architecture, what have they tried to do with it?
Make it look like it was part of the house.
They've tried to make it in keeping with it, but updating it at the same time, haven't they?
Wait a minute, why did it look like it's been abandoned?
Well, this is the thing, that's what it was sold on. So in 2014, the council moved their offices from here down to Tesco's at Kilncraigs. And then the building was sold on to another couple of companies, and that's why it's never been quite redeveloped yet.
Hasn't been redeveloped it?
Well, now it's finally been taken back into council ownership. So we might finally see this place getting redeveloped. What does it say on the side there? Can you see that one, guys?
ABD. No.
It's a bit too far away for me to make out.
Saint Lordy Australians.
Oh, is it Latin, do you think?
Yes.
Right, well, we just have a look at some of the wildlife around here. What's this tree here, Chloe?
I think it's...
A squirrel tree? I think you might be right. Let's have a wee look at it here.
It's not.
It's very gnarly, isn't it? Can we see anything exciting here? What about in there?
There's a little beetle.
Oh, can you see a beetle?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Although it's quite tricky to see since it tucks right into the back.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll just take a wee walk round the grounds, see what we think.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful wee place. Can you imagine this bit was just all your garden? Yeah?
Yeah.
And there's some rhododendrons over there.
Imagine trying to make a video like this in the 1800s.
I know, imagine.
sure.
Well,
Oh,
exactly.
it isn't.
That's exactly. You might get chased away if it was back in the 1800s. Now it's a sort of shortcut for people. Instead of having to walk all the way down and round it, it's got a lovely little path coming right through the middle of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Shall we go walking on the grass? Have a wee look at the trees here.
Why is there so many trees?
Well, do you think these have been here as long as the house, or are these new? Or
Well, some of them haven't closed the belt yet. So
some of them haven't, but I think a lot of these may well be from back then. What do you think?
Oh, actually, I can see a maple.
Oh, can you see a maple? Go and show us the maple. This one here.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a wee look at the maple tree.
They have maples tend to have a rather smooth trunk, and of course the iconic leaves.
Oh yes, the iconic leaves. Absolutely. So look at here. So we can see all the lichen. Now, what kinds of lichen have we got here? Do you know any of these?
Ginkgo lichen.
Ginkgo lichen, you think?
Yeah.
So we've got some. So that's the ginkgo lichen. That stuff there. What about the yellow stuff? I like that.
I'm not sure what species that is because there is many kinds of very similar ones.
Is there?
Yeah.
Now, this tree over here that's twisting around. Let me see this one. I really like the look of that.
It's a mega tree.
I mean, look at it. It's like it's twisted all the way around and all the way up. And then up the top there, a bit's broken off, and then the other part's all twisted round again. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Right. I do like the trees around here. I think a lot of them have been here for nearly as long as the house. Almost as long as the house. Oh, is that a wee sign down there? We'll go and look at that.
Yeah.
I think we spotted a sign. Come on, let's go. Oh look, there's your favourite Williams Monia. Yeah?
Well, it's not actually a Williams one.
Well, it looks similar
These
to
are long extinct. This is a monkey puzzle.
a monkey puzzle, yeah. Oh, so we do have a sign, but it's a bit dirty. Look at this one. So we can see all the areas, the car park. I think we're going to come and give this sign a wee wipe. What do you think?
Yeah.
We're going to get some cloths.
No
Right.
golf. You don't like to play golf here.
No golf? Oh no. Right, let's go and have one last look at the house before we say goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, not yet. Wait till we have another wee look at the house.
Really?
Righty ho, we say goodbye, Greenfield House.